Now, where does sagging come from? I was having a conversation earlier today. This lady asked me, "Why do y'all boys sag? Where do y'all get that from? Why do y'all do that? And this and that." And it had me thinking. So I'm here to answer that question. A lot of you may already know, but yes, sagging does come from prison. Now, probably not how you think. So let me break it down. For one, it got nothing to do with how should I put it? Booty bandit or zesty activities. Don't come from that. So let me explain. CDC back in the day, they simply didn't issue prison belts, whether for security or whatever, suicide. They didn't give the inmates, the convicts, belts. So there's like old footage of San Quentin, I don't know, back in the 20s or 30s or whatever. And when you see the footage, you see the inmates, they all look like penguins because all the pants is big, and I guess it was on a cold day, so they was all kind of huddled, but they all look like penguins. So up until that point, even through the 50s, 60s, 70s or whatever, into the 80s or whatnot, they didn't issue prison belts. Even when I was going to Quentin for reception, although they did give you back then the carrot suit, the one-piece suit with the karate shoes, it wasn't a one-size-fit-all carrot suit. My first time, it was a big ass carrot suit where I had to do hella stuff to cuff it up, do all kind of stuff. So even to this day, still CDC, they just giving you any size clothes. If you fit them, you fit them. You don't, you don't. And you may got to trade clothes with somebody. I'm a smaller person, so it been times you may got to trade, man. Won't. But I done been there times where we done got all brand new things. But I'm getting straying off. But that's what started sagging. So back then, not even back then, but so as time go on, when inmates, when they go into prison, doing time in prison, they obviously don't have belts. So your pants automatically gonna sag a little bit. And I just kind of think the criminal mentality, of course, go to the street. And this is another thing, everybody want to be a gangster. I made a video about what is being hard. And the saying is, what we say, all the real killers are either dead or where in jail. So when you got the real criminals going to jail, when they get out, of course everybody want to be like them, and they taking a lot of the, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. I can see a cat with his pants, man, it's how he was wearing in jail. Did, of course, 7, 8, 9, 10 other brothers in that surrounding area that went to jail too. So it just kind of stuck. And I really think that's where it came from, as far as this how I translated over to the street. Now, it could be a hidden hand involved promoting that dress code, being that you had, far as fast forward to the whole rap and gangster rap image, that was because even the baggy clothes. So that may have had something to do with it as well. But as far as the origin of it and the start, even before it started getting exploited from the industry, it started in prison, simply because prison didn't issue belts. It had nothing to do with nobody purposely sagging their pants, had nothing to do with no homo activities or nothing like that. And cats got out of jail, took it to the street. Just like, and of course the street gonna absorb it, because these are the people that's controlling the streets, as we already know. This is who everybody want to be like. You want to be a real gangster, chances are you're gonna have to do some time. And it's just that simple. But to answer that question, y'all, that's where sagging come from. And another thing, because you say, well, not you say, but this is a fact. And I don't mean it a fact like that, but yes, if you spell sagging what backwards is the the N word, RGGA word. And if you ask me, and I don't really know, that's just a coincidence. I don't really think that had nothing to do with it because the whole term sagging is slang. Now I could be wrong. Who knows? But I doubted it. On first thought, if I was to take a shot at that, that's just a coincidence. It's just that simple with that. But again, sagging came from prison. BadNewsBrown breaking this shit down. Peace.